Hello, my name is Elsie Ritchie and I'm a senior communications student for the School of Business and Industry at Jacksonville State University. Today we are here with Dr. Eric Mackey, who is the Alabama State Superintendent of Education. How are you doing today, Dr. Mackey?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you today.
It is so good to see you. So to begin with, what year did you graduate from Jacksonville State University?
I graduated in December of 1992.
Nice. Now, what was your specific major?
I was a general science education major
Okay.
with a physics concentration.
What made you decide to study that?
You know, since high school, I had been saying I was going to be a high school teacher,
Right.
and I loved science. I also knew that there was a shortage of science teachers back then. There still is today, by the way. And so I thought, well, this was something I really want to do, and I became a general science major because that way I can teach physics, chemistry, biology, any of the sciences. So I enjoyed it, and it was great.
Stuck with it.
Great, absolutely.
Absolutely. So what is one word you would use to describe what Jacksonville State University means to you?
You know, I go back to friendly, because we think about it, Jack State used to be known, I guess still is known as friendliest campus in the South. It really was a place for me where I met a lot of friends. A lot of them are still friends today, but where I felt included and felt like I was an important part of the campus. That the professors there, the other students, the staff in the college wanted the students to be successful, and so I think it really is a friendly place.
Absolutely.
And a place that I enjoyed going.
Yes. Now, how did JSU help shape you into becoming the person you are today?
Well, certainly I've had a career in education and would not have gotten to this point if I had not had a solid foundation at Jacksonville State. So I think certainly the classes that I took set me up for success. The professors that invested in us personally, wanted to make sure that we were ready to go out into the world, in my case out into the high school classroom. They were influential and very important in my life. And beyond that, simply the atmosphere of being at Jacksonville and being around the other students who pushed one another was very important to me. So it certainly set up a foundation for success in my life.
Yes, it does. It has done that same thing for me, so I love it. What was your favorite part, or what is your favorite part about being a JSU alum?
Well, I will have to say I've had a great life as a
Okay.
JSU alum, so it really did set me up for success in a career and in the future. I enjoy telling people that I'm a JSU alum. I enjoy going back to the campus when I can get back there. So I'm a proud Gamecock.
Great, absolutely. What is your favorite memory that you've had, or that you had on campus?
Oh, favorite memory.
I know there's a lot to choose from.
Yeah, I could name a lot of memories. But I would say all my favorite memories revolve around other students. Whether we would have those late night sessions when you're discussing this or that in your life, or thinking about what you're going to do later in life, or just playing cards and playing games, or going to the football games and then hanging out after the football games. Those times when I was with other students, as I said, many of them I still know today, or keep up with today, successful people. Yeah, those are my favorite times, favorite memories.
What do you consider one of JSU's strengths as a university?
I think one of JSU's strengths is its real focus on what's best for students. JSU works hard to maintain that low faculty to student ratio. They work hard to make sure that every student, most of whom come from Alabama or North Georgia, from our region, but they want to make sure that they are prepared for success after college, whether that means going into a career, going to graduate school, or moving on, or staying in the area.
Right.
So I think that Jacksonville does a very good job of preparing people for the future.
Absolutely. Now we're going to kind of segue into your personal life. So why did you choose to attend Jacksonville State?
Well, I actually didn't first plan to attend Jacksonville State. I applied to several schools, and to be honest with you, Jacksonville offered me the very best scholarship opportunity. And so I took advantage of that scholarship and went to Jacksonville State. And really, at the time, I thought, well, you know, I might go there for a couple of years and then transfer on to a bigger school, but I fell in love with Jacksonville, and by the end of that first semester knew that that was where I belonged, where I would stay.
Absolutely. And what is your favorite part about being Alabama State Superintendent?
Oh, it's great. It's the most rewarding job I've ever had, and I've had some really wonderful jobs in my life. But this is a job where we can look out on all the schools in the state and see the great things that are going on. I meet so many wonderful students and teachers and committed people all over the state who want who want to be successful and who want the people around them to be successful. And we also get to see, because there are always problems to be fixed.
Right.
Where are some of those problems, and how can we come up with solutions to make things even better for a brighter Alabama?
Absolutely. Now, you talked about solutions. What are your short-term goals with your position that you have right now?
We are developing a new state assessment system. We are currently in between assessment systems, so one of the things we want to do is have the most advanced digital assessment system really in the country. That's what we're shooting for, and we're going to get there. It's about a 2-year process. We are working very hard in early numeracy and literacy. So we want to make sure that every student in Alabama has the opportunity to become a good reader, and also has a strong math background to make sure they can make the leap then to choose whatever career they want to do. We don't want to choose for them what they go into,
right,
but we want to make sure they have the firm foundation so they can choose what they want to do. Absolutely. And not have anything holding them back. And then, of course, we want to support our teachers. We have a shortfall in teachers in our state. It's pretty severe, actually. We don't have enough teachers going into the classroom, so we want to do what we can to encourage more people to become teachers, to give back to the next generation.
Absolutely, that's wonderful. Now, what are your long-term goals with your position?
Yeah, long-term would be really taking those same things
Right.
and moving them to the next level. So
Absolutely.
we certainly do want to see, as we build a strong foundation, for instance, in literacy and numeracy in the early grades, we want to carry that forward so that what we see are stronger outcomes from high school students. So again, people have every opportunity to go to college, to go into a career, to go in the military, but to make the choices they want to in life. We want to make sure that the teachers we're recruiting in enjoy the profession and want to stay in this profession, so they don't get out after 5 years or 6 years, which is something we see in some places. So really, we're going to take our short-term goals and we'll take those into long-term goals as we go forward.
Absolutely. Now, what is one advice or one piece of advice that you would give an incoming Jacksonville State University student?
Well, I would say get involved in campus life. Certainly the most important thing in college is that academic rigor. You got to study, you have to go to class, have to do the things you have to do academically, but don't skip out on being a college student, to meet friends, to get involved in student organizations, to go to ball games, to do the things that you'll look back on someday and say, yeah, this was a great period in time in my life, and I shared it with a lot of good friends along the way.
Right. Now, what are some of your favorite hobbies or things that you like to do for fun?
Well, I stay pretty busy, so I have 3 sons myself. One is a Jacksonville State grad, one is in college at UAB, and one's still in high school. So most of my activities revolve around their activities.
Right.
We love the outdoors. We love to kayak and hike and do anything we can like that on the weekends.
Right.
And then when we're around home, we like to just cook out and make some burgers or do whatever, but to enjoy family time. So, and I stay pretty busy at work, so I stay on the road quite a bit and love to travel when I can get a chance to travel.
Absolutely. Now, why is it important for alumni to give back to the university, in your opinion?
Oh, there's no question about it that our strongest obligation as alumni is to give back for the next generation. So, the reason I got a scholarship is because some people somewhere further back had decided that they would give to the university to provide those scholarship funds, and that's why alumni have to give back to scholarship funds. We have to give back to the building funds. We have to give for that next generation to have the same opportunities we have. And really, part of our American way of life is we think that every generation should have more resources and more opportunities than the generation before it. So not only do we give back so they have the same opportunities, but we want to give back so they have even greater opportunities going forward.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for letting us come and take the time to hear your Jacksonville State University story. It was wonderful to speak with you.
Thank you.